Okay, James, thank you very much. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, and the Alliance Bank, along with the University Interscholastic League. Matt Jensen is our technical director and video producer. James Terry is our producer in the KSST studio, and Tony Flippin, of course, is our esteemed color commentator. Tony, I think we've got a really great matchup here tonight. Sulphur Springs and Hooks, the Hooks Lady Hornets. Sulphur Springs is ranked 23rd in Class 4A basketball in the state, and Hooks is ranked number 12 in 3A.
Basketball is one of the main sports that classification doesn't matter, because you only got 5 out there, and if you've got 1 or 2 that know how to play, you can even up a classification in a hurry. So if any of the ladies in white are taking a 3A for granted, they better wake up.
Hooks is 15-2 coming into this game. Sulphur Springs is 12-4. They do have a couple of common opponents. Lady Cats lost to Canton 42-24, and Hooks lost to Canton 39-32, so a slightly closer game there.
Yep.
Sulphur Springs beat White House 42-39, and Hooks beat White House 41-34. So you can
fairly even.
Yep, pretty close as far as the comparative scores are concerned there. Lady Cats beat Mineola here on Tuesday night, 54-32. Hooks is coached by Jack Bowles in his 6th season. Of course, the Lady Cats coached by Brian Jones. And we are looking for a great matchup here tonight. Just about to have the starting lineups introduced. The Wildcat boys, by the way, are playing in the Robinson tournament, which is quite a haul. That is down below Waco.
I was wondering, I saw that, and I was trying to find that in my head. That makes sense now.
It's kind of between Waco and Bryan.
Yeah, that is a haul.
And they beat Lake Belton yesterday, 63-59. They were playing Bryan Rudder this morning. We haven't had a chance to check on that score. I believe we are about to have our national anthem, and so we will pause for that from Wildcat Gym at Sulphur Springs High School. Okay, the national anthem from Wildcat Gym, and we'll try to pick up these starters for you. We pretty well know the Sulphur Springs starting lineup, but in particular we're interested in Hooks.
Number 3, Abby O'Neill. Number 5, Diana Fernandez.
Diana Fernandez, one of the starters for Hooks. Annabeth Black is a starter. D.D. Johnson is a starter, and also tried to pick up the last young lady there. I believe that's Rava Brown, the 5'11" sophomore. So Cody Rowland will start for the Lady Cats. She was injured earlier in the season, the point guard, and they are extremely excited to have her back in the lineup. Aaliyah Cheatham will start for Sulphur Springs. Also, Kaylee Carter will start tonight. Rainey Johnson will get the start, and Cammie Shack will be a starter for Sulphur Springs this evening. I think there's one of the Hooks players we're going to have to check on. We're missing a number 3, so that's going to cause us a little bit of trouble. But we will we'll perhaps between quarters, or at least at halftime, we'll check on that, and maybe we can pick up the public address announcer for the name of that young lady. But as we say, Hooks is 15-2 coming into this game. They have defeated Paris out of Sulphur Springs District twice, 41-40 and 44-42. They lost to Rains, which is highly ranked in 3A, 49-37. And of course, Rains came very close to winning the state championship last year. So it is Rainey Johnson in the center sulker for Sulphur Springs against Rava Brown, and Hooks controls the tap. Hooks on offense in the front court, moving from our right to our left. On the floor at Sulphur Springs High School. Lady Cats in a 1-2-2 zone as they start the game. Hooks working the ball, down low it goes, and there's a missed shot rebounded by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs.
Really good defense by Rainey there. She got in the block and kept her from going.
Missed shot by Channing Barber. Here is a missed shot by Kaylee Carter for Sulphur Springs, and the rebound by Hooks. And they come back up the floor. Barber with the rebound there for Hooks. They wear light blue with dark blue numerals and dark blue trim. Lady Cats in their home white with royal blue numbers outlined in gold. No score, early going. Just over 7 minutes left to go in the first period. Into the corner it goes on the near side for Hooks. The Lady Hornets working in the front court. Anna Beth Black, the playmaker. Pass inside and a shot from 6 feet.
That should be on number 30. Yep, number 30. That's her first.
That'll be
first.
Rainey Johnson with the foul. Or was that went against Hooks then?
Channing Barber.
Oh, went against Hooks.
Yep.
The missed shot. So Channing Barber with her first foul for Hooks. Lady Cats into the front court. Rainey Johnson has it. And now to Kaylee Carter. Misses a 3 on the near side, and the rebound for Hooks is by Rava Brown.
And threw it away, so that's a break for the Lady Cats. Just made a bad pass. No pressure, no anything.
Ball out of bounds at midcourt, and Rainey Johnson inbounds for Sulphur Springs. She goes to Cody Rowland. Rolling across the midcourt line. Lady Cats into the front court. Still no score. Aaliyah Cheatham with a three-point attempt from the baseline, near side, off the iron. Loose ball on the floor, and we have a tie ball, and the arrow.
It's coming back to us.
Arrow pointing at Sulphur Springs.
Yep.
6:17 to go first quarter, still no score. Lady Cats with the inbound. On the baseline, some uncertainty there about where the inbounds play would be.
I was thinking, are we going to inbound it at the three-point line? Because that's what it sure looks like.
Cody Rowland gets it in to Kaylee Carter, and she throws it away. I think she was going there for Aaliyah Cheatham.
Yep. She was fixing to move, and they didn't have eye contact.
Went out over the baseline. The ball goes back to Hook. Still no score here.
A little bit of feeling out, and there's a lot of good quickness on both sides, a lot of pretty good ball handling, even though we've had some turnovers.
Pressure in the backcourt. They just now get it across. Lady Cats with that full court pressure. Ball knocked free by Rainey Johnson, picked up by Cody Rowland on the run. Rowland breaking to the basket, and she is fouled as she goes to the iron there.
Number 2, I believe, is where he got it.
So 2 team fouls against Hooks here in the early going. That is not a shooting foul. I thought that might be a shooting foul, Tony.
It was close. She was fixing to go up, but she passed by her.
Cody Rowland gets it into Cammie Shack, and Shack with a jumper from just beyond the free throw line, in and out, no good. Still no score, under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Some good defense both ways. This may be a low-scoring battle.
Hooks working the ball in the front court. High post. And now to the corner in the near side. And
out of bounds.
Stepping on the baseline there
Lady Cats
was
ball.
Diana Hernandez for Hooks. And the ball goes back to Sulphur Springs. Pressure in the backcourt for Hooks. Lady Cats get it across the line. Cody Rowland on the dribble into the paint. And we have a foul.
Number 2.
And this is A.B. Black with her second foul. Annabeth Black.
Team's third.
3 team fouls. You go to the bonus on the 5th foul in the quarter, and it's a 2-shot bonus. Cody Rowland again, the inbounds pass on the baseline underneath the Wildcat basket. Rainey Johnson from the corner off the iron. No good, and the rebound for Hooks by Keely Harris, the freshman, into the ball game. Hooks into the front court. Working it outside right now. By the way, in the ball game for the Lady Cats, freshman Riley Ivory. High post it goes to Rava Brown. Now through the baseline, a missed shot. Brown with the offensive board. Her shot off the glass, no good. Loose ball picked up by Hooks. And it's taken away by Cody Rowland for Sulphur Springs. Baseball pass down the floor. And a traveling call here against Kyra Carter.
She couldn't make up her mind if she was close enough to go in or not. She just traveled. Great pass by Cody Rowland.
Kyra Carter made the basket, but she was traveling before that.
Lady Cats lining up for full court press.
Cody Rowland out of the ball game. And I believe that is Kaylee Carter that came into the game in her place. So, yeah, here is a full court zone press for Sulphur Springs. And loose ball, and it is going to go back to Sulphur Springs as one of the Hooks
turnover
players
that we needed. Diana
Hernandez stepped on the sideline here in front of us.
That's exactly why that press was designed.
Still no score. Shot from the corner, and that one is good, and that is Kyra Carter with a 3-pointer. And the Lady Cats go on top 3-0 with 4:21 left to go in the first period. Finally, somebody's on the board. We have a Hooks timeout. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Lady Cats take the lead 3-0 finally here midway through the first quarter. And Tony, that full court press seemed to really throw Hooks off there.
It did there on that. That's the first time we really applied on an inbound pass, and it worked just real well. There's a lot of quick girls on the floor, both teams right now. So even though the score is only 3-0, it's not sloppy. This is good defense.
Lady Cats have an advantage in that Hooks has 3 personal fouls here in the quarter. And Riley Ivory contesting the inbounds pass underneath the basket, knocks it out of bounds.
We're going to have to get her to cut her hair. I can't see that number.
Well, I have learned her name by her hair at this point. Yep. She's number 12, but you cannot see the number on her back at all. Full court pressure again here for Sulphur Springs, but Hooks this time gets it across the midcourt line. Into the front court, the Lady Hornets. And a pass down low for D.D. Johnson. She lost control of it. And a shot from the near side in 3-point territory. Off the mark by Diana Hernandez. Lady Cats on the rebound. Sulphur Springs back up the floor, leading 3-0. 3:45 left to go, first period. Rainey Johnson between the circles.
They did a good job. They got a fast break started, and it wasn't there, and they pulled it out and running their offense.
Kaylee Carter back to Rainey Johnson. Now this is Kyra Carter on the dribble, knifing inside. Cannot get the layup to go down. And the rebound by Rava Brown for Hooks. Lady Cats still lead 3-0. Here is a pass underneath, and the shot no good. And offensive rebound for Hooks. And that's by C.C. Johnson.
Great defense, Rainey Johnson. She cut that pass off. There's got to be a takedown there.
And coming back up the floor, this is Kyra Carter for Sulphur Springs, who goes to the floor.
I think he called it on number 3, but I didn't catch the name. But that's her first, and that's the second quarter started. Or we're still in 1, so that's the fourth. That's the fourth team. We'll start shooting on the next foul. 3 minutes 8 seconds left.
Sophomore Cammie Shack inbounds to senior Cody Rowland for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats working in the front court, leading 3-0 on a three-pointer by Kaylee Carter. Cammie Shack, high post, back outside to Kyra Carter. You have Kyra Carter and you have Kaylee Carter, the twins. Cody Rowland dribbling across the paint. And now a shot from the outside missed, but the offensive board won by Cammie Shack. And now Cody Rowland has the ball taken away by Hooks. And here come the Lady Hornets back up the floor. And we have a foul. This may be the first foul that goes against Sulphur Springs.
Number 4, Kyra.
Kaylee Carter gets the foul here.
Kaylee, yep. First team foul. That's a good job. 2:34 in the quarter.
And the first free throw here is good. And we have to tell you, this is the player whose number we do not have.
The mystery woman.
We'll find out when we get the opportunity. Second shot is off the back iron, no good. 3-1, the score remains. Sulphur Springs in the lead. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Cody Rowland contested near midcourt, and now the Lady Cats do give up the ball here. It's a layup for Hooks the other way, and they have tied the score. This is Annabeth Black with the bucket. And again, Hooks now full court pressure. Lady Cats beat it. Cody Rowland on a pass from Cammie Shack, and Cody Rowland banking one off the glass, moving to her left for her first bucket, and the Lady Cats lead once again 5-3, just under 2 minutes left to go in the first period of play. Hooks across the midcourt line. Pass down low, and the basket off the glass by C.C. Johnson is good. 5-5 the score. Things loosening up a little bit now.
And the lid's off.
Cody Rowland throws one away at midcourt. Hooks coming back the other way, and ball knocked around, and a free ball picked up here by Kaylee Carter for Sulphur Springs. Out to Cammie Shack. Shack across the midcourt line, right-hand dribble. Driving inside, and puts a shot up, and she is fouled.
I think that's going to be on 30. No. Yeah.
Foul is on number 3, O'Neal. Shack at the line, shooting 2.
I think he said O'Neal, number 3.
No, he put a 30 up there.
Did he put 30? Okay, so that's Barber then. Cammie Shack shooting, and the first shot good. I'm not sure if this is a shooting foul or if she's shooting because they've gone to the bonus.
It doesn't matter.
Really doesn't matter.
We're shooting the rest of the quarter. So Shack's got 2, and she's made the first.
6-5, Sulphur Springs. 1:23 left to go, first period. Second shot also good. Cammie Shack.
I like her chances with Cammie at the free throw line.
Yeah.
She is so mechanical.
Yeah.
Really nice.
She is in perfect form. Again, the full court zone press for Sulphur Springs, but Hooks gets it across the midcourt line. And a pass down low, and it goes back to Sulphur Springs. The pass for Channing Barber went off her foot. And the Lady Cats leading 7-5 have the ball back in the back court.
Now Hooks is putting the full court press, and they nearly got it. Great job by Cammie to get it from her.
Rainey Johnson inbounding. Now they get it across the midcourt line. Loose ball and hustling play there by Cody Rowland to retain possession. Three-pointer is no good from the far side by Kaylee Carter, and a loose ball on the floor.
He called that on Ivory, and there's no way he could see that from his angle because he called it from behind.
Personal foul on Riley Ivory for Sulphur Springs, her second foul against the Wildcats in the quarter. Just under a minute to go here in the first period. Sulphur Springs leading 7-5. And the Lady Cats with that zone press again here. 1-2-2 zone press. And Hooks gets it across the midcourt line, but there's a loose ball, and it's out of bounds on the sideline in front of us. Goes back to Sulphur Springs. A lot of turnovers.
Causing that over-the-top throw, and if they're not in perfect position, they can't catch it. We've had 2 or 3 of those.
A lot of turnovers here in the first quarter against Hooks. Lady Cats have a few, too. 45 seconds to go in the period. Sulphur Springs leading 7-5. Cody Rowland knifing inside, kicks it back outside, and here is the shot. Brushes the net by one of the Carter twins. That is Kyra Carter. Now to Cammie Shack to the elbow. Jumper is partially blocked, but Rainey Johnson gets the rebound. And a shot put back up by Ivory, her shot no good, but the Lady Cats again the offensive board.
Rainey's cleaning up in there on offensive rebounds. So now 15 seconds left.
Rainey Johnson, Cody Rowland way outside with the ball for Sulphur Springs. 10 seconds on the clock. 7-5 Sulphur Springs. Cody Rowland, the three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. 2 seconds remaining in the quarter, and a long shot put up from midcourt well short of the mark, and that's the end of the first period. Sulphur Springs 7, Hooks 5. Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Alliance Bank, and the University Interscholastic League. Sulphur Springs ranked 23rd in Class 4A basketball in Texas, leading over Hooks, ranked 12th in 3A, 7-5 as we start the second quarter.
There's a
And
breakaway.
again, the ball taken away for Sulphur Springs. This is Cody Rowland on the steal, and the layup at the other end is good.
Great control.
9-5, biggest lead of the night for either team. Hooks on offense in the front court. Here is a three-point attempt from the corner off the heel of the rim, no good. Cody Rowland with the rebound for Sulphur Springs. Long lead pass down the floor for Riley Ivory, and she misses the layup on the runner.
A good try. She just went off with the wrong foot and was a little bit too much out, but a good try. They got her trapped.
Lady Cats double team the playmaker coming across the midcourt line.
We got a jump ball. It's going to be the Wild Lady Cats ball. Good job of double teaming and not fouling.
And that's ruled a tie ball.
Yep.
Wow. Great job of defense, as Tony told you, by the Lady Cats. 9-5, Sulphur Springs on top. 7:10 left to go in the first half. Lady Cats moving left to right. This is Riley Ivory on the dribble with the beautiful long hair reaching all the way down her back.
And covering up our numbers.
Yeah, but easy to identify.
Yeah.
Cody Rowland now on the left side ankle, making a move to the basket, and she is fouled.
Number 1.
Keely Harris, freshman, charged with a foul. That's the first
in the second quarter.
First foul against Hooks in the second period. And again, you go to the bonus on the 5th foul, and it's a 2-shot bonus. Cody Rowland around a pick by Rainey Johnson. And takeaway here by Hooks, but they give it right back as Cody Rowland.
You give an open ball on the floor, Cody Rowland's going to go get it. She is so athletic.
She is the free safety.
Yeah, she's everything.
Rainey Johnson on the dribble for Sulphur Springs to the right. And the ball reversal for the Lady Cats. Now inside it goes to Cammie Shack. And she goes back outside to Cody Rowland, misses the three-pointer. Riley Ivory with the rebound on the offensive board for Sulphur Springs. Now Cammie Shack, top of the key. Rainey Johnson inside to Cammie Shack, makes the move to the basket, and the basket off the glass is good. Great feed by Rainey Johnson, and she is fouled.
44.
C.C. Johnson with the foul. Her first. Cammie Shack now 4 points in the game, but what a feed there by Rainey Johnson.
That was tough right there. That was tough.
They're trying to work that ball down low to Cammie Shack inside.
And it's a little thing, but she threw it on the right side of where she could turn and go.
And she makes the free throw. 12-5. Lady Cats lead by 7. This game went scoreless for a long time, about halfway through the first quarter.
And that press is still haunting them.
They beat the press this time, and here is a three-pointer by
Mystery 3.
I think it's O'Neal, but we're not sure. We're going to check on that. 12-8, and Hooks takes the ball away again. Into the front court, they work it down low for Channing Barber. And play is stopped.
Cammie.
We have a foul. Cammie Shack with the foul. That's her first.
First personal and first team in the second quarter.
Channing Barber, a freshman, at the line here for Hooks. Shot on the way and off the heel, no good. Barber has 2 fouls here in the first half. 12-8, Sulphur Springs. Shot is no good off the heel, and Rainey Johnson the rebound for Sulphur Springs.
Rainey Johnson is a vacuum, but she threw a bad pass there and give it back.
Throws a baseball pass taken away. Here's a shot in the corner, missed by Hooks. Oh, Aaliyah Cheatham in the ball game got the rebound, but then she shuffled her feet.
She walked.
So it goes back to Hooks. Lady Cats, again, by the way, without one of their top players, Trinity Jefferson.
Yep.
Who Brian Jones told us before the game will be back for district play. But she is one of the top rebounders.
And we're controlling the boards at both ends pretty well.
Right. And inside scorers. And Rainey Johnson gets a hand on the inbounds pass. It is picked up by Riley Ivory, dribbling down the floor. She dishes off to Aaliyah Cheatham, and she misses the shot, but we have a foul called inside.
44.
CeCe Johnson, her second foul. I have that now as 3 fouls in the quarter.
That is. That's what I've got. We're going to have two free throws by Aaliyah.
Shot on the way, bounces 3 times on the rim and will not fall. Aaliyah Cheatham, Lady Cat senior at the line. Wildcats leading 12-8. Their biggest lead has been 7.
These free throws are real important in a close game, too.
Second shot perfect.
1 out of 2, 13-8.
Bottom of the net there. Lady Cats leading by 5. And the full court pressure, but Hooks gets it across the midcourt line this time. Into the corner it goes for 3, and off the iron, no good. They get the offensive board, and the ball knocked free by Ivory, but it's taken away again by Hooks.
Yep, got a little bit in too much hurry.
Lady Hornets working in the front court. 3-pointer from the opposite corner, no good, but the offensive board taken for Hooks. Bounce pass outside.
Lady Cats are playing extremely good defense.
Hooks still working the ball in the front court. Ball knocked away there by Kyra Carter, but retrieved by Annabeth Black. We have a tie ball.
Leah Cheatham dove in there and kept from fouling, but that's still going to be Hooks' ball. But they had it anyway.
Possession arrow pointing in the Lady Hornets direction.
Yep.
13-8. Sulphur Springs leads by 5. 4:38 left to go first half. Hooks still with the basketball in the front court. They've had it for quite some time. Remember, there is no shot clock in high school basketball. Ball on the far side as they move from right to left. On the high post it goes to CeCe Johnson, and we have a foul.
12, Ivory.
Riley Ivory, her second foul.
Her second, team second.
Inbounds play for Hooks.
Yep, it's been about 4 minutes since we've been down to the other end, but the Lady Cats are really playing tenacious defense and knocking that ball around.
D.D. Johnson in the ball game for Hooks. And Channing Barber going to the bench. They have some good size.
Yeah, they do.
So does
there we go.
Here's the ball taken away by Riley Ivory on the breakaway, and she's going in for the layup, and she traveled.
She did. She took a couple of steps. She should have dished that one off to Aaliyah Cheatham. Normally we're an unselfish team, and she had a 2-on-1, and if she dishes, we get it. She's a freshman.
She is a freshman, I'm about to say.
That's that first class.
Inbounds play here for Hooks. There's nobody there to take it. Is that a 5-second call, or they get a timeout?
I figure they got a timeout. Yep, they got a timeout at 4:10.
13-8, Sulphur Springs on top. 4:10 to go first half. This Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Wildcats basketball brought to you by BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Alliance Bank, and the University Interscholastic League. Lady Cats leading Hooks 13-8 with 4:10 left to go in the first half.
And here comes that full court pressure, and it more times than not has led to a turnover.
Now this looks like a man-to-man press, Tony, with one player, Rainey Johnson, playing center field.
Well, they're going to start out there, and once they get in, they may drop off into a zone. There's the turnover. Great job by Aaliyah Cheatham. Caused her to bobble, and she was so close to the out of bounds it went out. So
wow.
Great job.
Lady Cats take it over underneath the Sulphur Springs basket. Cody Rowland gets it into Cammie Scheck. Bounces at her feet. Now Kyra Carter for 3 outside the top of the key.
Number 2 fouled her after the shot. That's going to be 3 shots coming.
A.B. Black, Annabeth
That's her third
Black.
foul.
That's her third foul. She is the playmaker.
Yep, and the 4th team foul. And now we're going to have, who is that at the line?
That's Kyra Carter.
Kyra.
You know how I remember the Carter girls? She makes the first shot. I remember them alphabetically, and they are numerically 4 and 5, and they are alphabetically Kaylee and Kyra. She makes the second shot.
She looks good on the line. Let's capitalize and get this third one, too.
Also, Kaylee has curly hair, and Kyra has short, straight hair.
3 for 3. That's the way you take care of the opposition right there. You get 3 free throws, and you knock them all down.
16-8, Sulphur Springs. 8-point lead, the biggest for the Lady Cats. And Kaylee Carter with 6 points in the first half. Again now, Hooks having a tough time with the press, and Cody Rowland takes it away, but great coverage there, great defense by Aaliyah Cheatham to cause the ball to come free.
And we're doing that without fouling. That's what's impressive. A lot of times you press, you get in foul trouble.
Cody Rowland in the corner.
Boom.
Nails it.
Boom.
Cody Rowland.
3.
3-pointer for Sulphur Springs, 19-8, an 11-point lead for the Lady Cats. This is against a 15-2 team, ranked 12th.
There's another turnover.
And 3A basketball, Lady Cats take it away. Aaliyah Cheatham driving in. And this is an offensive foul against Aaliyah Cheatham.
Yep. First personal. Third team foul.
Hooks will inbound. Underneath the Sulphur Springs basket, Lady Cats again showing the full court press here. And this looks more like a zone press.
Yep. This is where you catch that long pass when they try, somebody that's not a ball handler tries to throw it. And nearly got it. Cammie was just a half second. There's a double dribble. Yep, double dribble right there.
They trapped the player near midcourt, then they finally got it to D.D. Johnson down low, and she got the basket, but she was shuffling her feet.
You could tell something was fixing to happen. It's just who. Cammie did a really good job. She was just a hair late, but she didn't foul, and she caused the girl to double dribble.
Lady Cats with an inbounds play in the backcourt on the baseline. Cammie Shack gets it in. And now she goes to Rainey Johnson. Now ahead it goes to Kyra Carter. Jumper on the angle from the right side from 16 feet off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hooks. And here come the Lady Hornets back up the floor. They get across the midcourt line. And losing the handle on the basketball
that turnover
is
again.
D.D. Johnson, and it's going to go back to Sulphur Springs.
I'm just so impressed with the footwork of these ladies out here for the Lady Cats. They are just playing awesome defense and causing all kind of havoc.
Hooks also has a full court press, but the Lady Cats have handled it a lot better.
We've got the ball handlers, and we've got more than they do.
Cody Rowland gets it across the midcourt line, and shot by Kyra Carter for 3, way off the mark. Coming back up the floor after the rebound is Hooks, and we have a foul.
Aaliyah.
This goes on Aaliyah Cheatham.
That's her second. Team's 4th. So both teams have 4 fouls, and the home team didn't think that was a foul. They're voicing their opinion.
19-8, Sulphur Springs leading, 2:23 left to go in the first half. Long pass to midcourt on the inbounds, and coming back down the floor, there's a layup for Channing Barber.
That's a really nice job that she just took it the whole way.
Back down the floor, and that is Kyra Carter with the layup for Sulphur Springs. Carter with 10 points, 21-10. Lady Cats lead. And here is a 3-pointer by the unidentified player. We think O'Neal, but we'll check on that. That's her second 3. 21-13, coming back up the floor. A foul goes against the Hooks. I'm hearing
3.
O'Neal, yeah. So that is her second as I have it.
Yep, second time. Should be a shooting foul. That's the 5th, and there she is. And Kyra's going to the line.
Kyra Carter, who's had a big first half for Sulphur Springs. I think I said 10 points a moment ago, 8. She has 8 points.
Well, she's going to make both of these free throws, and you'll be okay after this.
She had
there you go.
3 for 3 on
4
that
for 4 now.
previous trip to the free throw line. Now she's got another one, right?
Yep.
She has nice stroke also.
She does.
22-13, Sulphur Springs. And she misses this one.
She missed it, so she's stuck on 9.
22-13, 9-point Sulphur Springs lead. The biggest lead has been 11. Cody Rowland takes it away.
1:45 left in the half.
Hooks coming back up the floor, and Rowland now traveling out at the top of the circle.
Sometimes Cody's feet don't work as fast as her brain, but she is exciting when she gets the ball.
Yes, she is. 22-13, Sulphur Springs. This matchup of two state-ranked teams. Sulphur Springs in 4A and Hooks in 3A. Lady Hornets in the front court. O'Neal goes on the high post, and a shot from outside now is rebounded for Sulphur Springs by Kyra Carter. Ahead to Cody Rowland. Jumper from the right side of the key. In and out, no good. Rebound D.D. Johnson for Hooks. Lady Hornets back up the floor.
Our bigs do a really good job of getting back and stopping any kind of a rush.
Lady Cats in a 1-2-2 zone here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Kyra Carter.
That was a good job there. The Lady Hooks, number 3, threw it behind her back and off of Kaylee.
O'Neal gets it in. Goes to Channing Barber. Under a minute to go in the half here.
Yep.
High post to Barber. From outside, a three-pointer by O'Neal is good. That is her third three-pointer of the first half. 22-16. Lady Cats lead now cut down to 6. Lady Cats get it in to Cammie Shack, now across the midcourt line. Rainey Barber. Rainey Johnson goes to Cody Rowland. Rowland over to Kyra Carter. Cross-court pass goes to Kaylee Carter off the iron. No good. Loose ball on the floor. Claimed by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs.
She came all the way from the three-point line on the other side to get that rebound. That was nice.
Under 10 seconds on the clock now. There's a shot missed for Sulphur Springs on the inside.
That's what we didn't need, because that's going to put them at the free throw line. That's going to be on the one, Rowland.
Cody Rowland.
Her first and the team's 5th, so they're going to get a free throw with 5.9. We got to be better and realize what the situation is. Just kind of getting their way, but no foul.
Rowland being aggressive in the backcourt, which the Lady Cats have done to great effect throughout the first half here.
That's number 2 getting 2 free throws, and she made the first one.
Annabeth Black made the first one. She has 3 points in the game. Senior, 5'8". She has foul trouble with 3 herself. Yeah. Second shot rattles around and falls. So give her 4 points for the game. Substitute coming in for Hooks. 22-18. 4-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats have led by as many as 11 on 2 different occasions. Rainey Johnson gets it into Cody Rowland. And Rowland throws it down the floor for nobody in particular. Hooks coming back up the floor, and there's a long three-pointer that nearly goes in.
We don't want her shooting.
22-18 at halftime. Sulphur Springs leading. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST.
All right, we're coming back to Lady Cat Gym. We're at halftime of a 22-18 lead by the Lady Cats, and it's really a little bit better than it talks right now, because Hooks made up probably about 6 points in the second half of that second quarter. So we had a pretty good lead, but we got a little bit sloppy, and we'll see how Coach Jones addresses that with the ladies at halftime, and we'll be ready to go. But pretty competitive ball game tonight. Even though we got 4A against 3A, it's working in the favor of really of everybody. This is helping Hooks too, play in a 4A team.
Addie O'Neal is the young lady that we've been trying to identify.
Mystery lady? Was she not on there at all? Okay.
She wasn't on my book. She was on theirs, so I just overlooked her, I think. So let's see. Kyra Carter leading Sulphur Springs with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points at halftime.
Yep.
Cammie Shack has 5 points.
Yep.
Cody Rowland has 7.
Yep.
And Aaliyah Cheatham 1.
Yep. And that's our 20. That's our 22.
Okay, so for hooks, Annabeth Black has 4. Channing Barber has 2.
Yep.
CeCe Johnson has 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Addie O'Neill has 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's where we stand.
We're in good shape. But it looks like we need to possibly go with a boxing one and put somebody on Addie O'Neill's second half and try to
Yeah.
try to hold her down. But she also, again, two personal fouls, so may be good that we design plays to go at her too and try to get her in foul trouble.
Well, some information about Wildcat athletics that you might be interested in. Soccer is starting this weekend. The Lady Cats at Mount Pleasant tonight at 7 p.m. Of course, they had a sensational season last year. It went very deep in the playoffs. And so they are at Mount Pleasant tonight. Wildcat boys host their own tournament tomorrow at Gerald Prim Stadium starting at 9 a.m. I hope the weather's good for that, or at least passable. Aubrey, Bullard, and Sunnyvale coming in tomorrow, and they're also having a toy drive there at Gerald Prim Stadium during the boys soccer tournament tomorrow. Also, we saw this week that the Wildcat football team had some academic all-state players named. And named to the second team, academic all-state team, defensive end Nathan Andrews, quarterback Caden Mitchell, and defensive tackle Barrett Tessing. And named honorable mention, defensive back Ty Bybee. So congratulations to them, and
don't take that for granted. That's some hard work, and that's some notoriety for the school system when you start putting on those state lists.
High school playoffs, of course, still going on. Next weekend will be the state championship game. Salina is playing Amarillo West Plains tonight at Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. And that game will be getting underway shortly.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. So
I'm figuring on getting in front of the TV when this game's over. I subscribe to that NEHS.
Right.
Highland Park is playing Denton Ryan, I believe, over at the Ford Center. And then tomorrow, I lived in Longview many years back, and so I'm invested in them a little. That's tomorrow afternoon at 2.
Who is Longview playing?
I don't know. They beat DeSoto
right.
very convincingly last week. I was shocked.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They scored like 53 or 55. It wasn't so much that they beat them, but the way they beat them was extremely pleasurable.
Again, talking about the basketball rankings in 4A, some teams nearby. Canton is ranked 20th. I was surprised to see Bonham ranked 21st, and they are in our district.
Yeah, they are. I have no clue. I've not seen anything from Bonham. But again, when you're talking about five people, you just happen to get one or two that knows what they're doing and some supporting cast, and you can go a long way.
In 3A, Winsboro is 4th, no surprise there. Raines is 9th, no surprise there. And as we've told you, Hooks is 12th. Lady Cats, of course, 23rd in 4A in the state.
I was trying to go down and watch some of that Winsboro tournament, but I just didn't trust my knee good enough.
Sure.
So
I'm going to try to get on here and see if I can get the Wildcat. If you'll talk while I'm doing this, Tony, a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get the Wildcat boys score from earlier today in their tournament at Robinson.
Okay. It's going to be the Lady Cats ball once we tip off in that third quarter. We've got about 2 minutes 50 seconds left. So they didn't take long in there for a message from Coach Jones, and we'll see what kind of adjustments are made. This is how ball games are won, is get out of that first half and look at adjustments and then go from there. But I think we're going to see a whole lot more of our backcourt full press as long as we can stay out of foul trouble like we did in the first half.
22-18, Sulphur Springs leading. And as we told you, Sulphur Springs boys playing in a tournament at Robinson. And apparently they lost their game earlier today to Brian Rudder.
That's probably a 5A or 6A school.
Right. Well, I've lost it here, darn it. I was proud of myself there for a moment.
Yep. I'm amazed when you were talking about the soccer schedule. With outside, it's whatever, low 40s and misting.
Right.
And it's soccer season.
Right.
I just don't
know.
understand why UIL doesn't give some respect to the sport and let them play in the spring or something.
Well, so you're either competing against football and volleyball in the fall, or baseball and basketball, baseball and softball in the later spring. So, all right, so I see the Wildcats are now playing Ferris this evening in that tournament. Okay. I'll go very slow with this. I'm scrolling.
Ferris is where I called my last playoff game when I quit the first time. That's a long way over there.
So the Wildcats lost to Brian Rudder, 55-52.
Yeah, that's respectable.
And they beat, as we have told you, Lake Belton yesterday, 63-59. And now they are playing Ferris in that Robinson tournament.
And who is it that the guys are going to play Tuesday night? We're going to broadcast?
Yeah, that is Maybank.
Maybank. That'll be interesting.
That'll be our next broadcast here at home.
That's
Tuesday
be the
night.
last game before Christmas break, probably.
I believe that's right.
And then it'll crank up in earnest after Christmas.
Sure will. 22-18, Sulphur Springs leading, but the Lady Cats had an 11-point lead at one point. And I think Tony said the latter half of the second quarter there belonged to Hooks.
Yeah.
So Lady Cats have got to reverse that momentum now.
I think we just kind of relaxed a little too much on that defensive side, and we quit attacking the balls that are thrown over the top. I think you'll see a lot more aggressive Lady Cat defense, and especially on throw-ins from the other bucket. I think you'll see full court press till this ball game's over. So it's going to be the Lady Cats' ball to start the third.
Sulphur Springs will be moving from our right to our left. And Cammie Shack gets it into Cody Rowland. Hooks starting out in a 1-2-2 zone. And Lady Cats give it up. Ball taken away by Hooks and back down the floor for a layup. Shot is no good, but there's a foul.
I think we're going to get Cammie on that one a little bit late, but that's where it's going to be. So that's her second.
Obviously, first foul against Sulphur Springs in the quarter. So this is Annabeth Black at the line, misses the first shot. Black 2 for 2 on her free throws in the first half. 5'8" senior. Second shot rattles around and falls. 22-19, three-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Full court pressure in the backcourt for Hooks. Cammie Shack gets it to Cody Rowland on the run. Rowland to Kaylee Carter for a three-pointer. Rattles off, no good, and the rebound is by Channing Barber for Hooks. Here come the Lady Hornets. They get it across the midcourt line. Working from left to right, and the ball knocked free for a moment by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs, but they get it back. Driving down the baseline is D.D. Johnson, but she lost it out of bounds.
Cammie's kind of complaining there, and I think that was off of Hooks, but they're going to get it inbounds.
Annabeth Black inbounds on the baseline underneath the Lady Hornet basket. On the near side it goes, and now it's Addie O'Neal, who had a big first half with 10 points. Inside, the runner from 6 feet off the glass, no good. We have a tie ball.
That's going to go to Hooks.
Possession arrow pointing in the direction of the Lady Hornets. 22-19, Sulphur Springs, 7:05 left to go in the third quarter.
Kind of starting out just like the game did, with a lot of action and few points. There's
Bounce pass on the inbounds taken away by Rainey Johnson. Great defensive play there. And now across the midcourt line comes Cody Rowland, the Lady Cats point guard, to Rainey Johnson, still out high. Far side it goes to Kaylee Carter, down low to Cammie Shack, and now they're trying to go inside, and it's taken away by Hooks. Long pass down the floor And it goes back to Sulphur Springs a little too long, and Diana Hernandez could not control it, and she lost it over the baseline.
Right now, the Lady Hornets are kind of putting out more energy than we are, so we need to get it into gear.
Full court zone press for Hooks. Cody Rowland.
There we go.
Long pass down the floor for Kaylee Carter, and then she gets a pass over to her sister Kyra. Oh, no, that's Aaliyah Cheatham, and there's a foul.
55. Her first, team's first. Shooting foul, so Aaliyah Cheatham's going to get 2.
Cheatham had a shot from right in front of the basket, and she was fouled. And this shot much too flat.
Yep.
And misses the first shot.
Kyra coming in for Kaylee.
Second shot here for Aaliyah Cheatham. Lady Cat senior, 22-19 Sulphur Springs leads, and she misses the second shot as it brushes the front of the rim.
And there's the throwaway over the top, so the Lady Cats did a good job there.
Full court pressure for Sulphur Springs, and once again Hooks throws it away.
Hooks looks like they're coming down and going to catch us at midcourt and not try to stretch all the way to full court pressure.
Riley Ivory into the ball game for Aaliyah Cheatham. And Sulphur Springs has the ball in the front court. Cody Rowland over to Cammie Shack. Out near midcourt, Shack on the left-hand dribble to Rainey Johnson. Johnson outside. Now in the corner over on the far side to Ivory. Down low on the post to Cammie Shack. Makes a nice move but can't get the shot to fall.
Turned the wrong way to shoot a right-handed shot there. All right, there's
taken away
Ivory
by
Ivory. Take away.
And Ivory cannot make the layup, but Cody Rowland there for the rebound, and she can't get a shot to go down. D.D. Johnson, the rebound again for Hooks.
That's a big possession miss there. Had a gift and can't finish it.
Lady Cats have not scored here in the third quarter.
No.
5:35 left to go. 22-19. Sulphur Springs lead is 3. They have led by as many as 11. Here is a shot missed from 8 feet by D.D. Johnson.
Rainey with the rebound.
Rebound by the Lady Cats. Rainey Johnson to Cody Rowland. Point guard who gets it across the midcourt line to Rainey Johnson on the right-hand dribble going to the right side. Now it's Cammie Shack between the circles. Shack. And here's the loose ball. Cody Rowland lost it but gets it back, and then a reverse dribble by Cody Rowland off the glass. Good. 9 points for Cody Rowland. First bucket of the third quarter for Sulphur Springs. 24-19, 5-point lead for the Lady Cats. Pressure in the backcourt. Right. They get it across the midcourt line, but they give it back over. Was that that's a traveling call?
No, the O'Neal was just had her heel on the out of bounds line and just lost count of where she was. So it's just that's a fortunate one. Now we need to come in here and get another deuce.
Thought she might have shuffled her feet there. 24-19, 5-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats working in the front court. Cammie Shack out near midcourt. Go to very close. What a hard pick there by Rainey Johnson. And
very
here is the shot
too.
by Riley Ivory missed. Here is Hooks back down the floor. They miss a shot, and Rainey Johnson rebounds.
O'Neal had that, and she might have still been recovering from that screen.
Boy, what a screen set by Rainey Johnson a moment ago. Then somebody kind of bumped her a little bit hard. Here's Cody Rowland going inside for a jumper from 8 feet. Off the iron, no good. Hooks with the rebound. They come back up the floor. That ball's on the sideline in front of us, and it goes back to Sulphur Springs.
Yep, that's a they're trying to get over the top with us, and sometimes it works, but we get back down there, but they've thrown it away quite a bit as well.
2 points scored by Sulphur Springs and 1 by Hooks here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Lady Cats on offense. Rainey Johnson, right side of the key. And she goes to Ivory, back to Johnson in the corner. Nice pass to Aaliyah Cheatham.
You got to get a foul
and Cheatham trying to go up with the shot, and shot will not go down. Tony thought it should have been a foul.
Yep.
Back up the floor, the Hooks
and
Lady Hornets.
Now we're calling one on us here. That's not very good. Calls on Rowland. Her second. Maybe that'll fire us up a little bit.
Brian Jones off the bench letting his voice be heard there in the official's ear.
That possession, we got fouled shooting, and then we made a good defensive play and got called for a foul. So we'll see here.
24-19, Sulphur Springs leading. Hooks with the ball in the front court.
That's an offensive foul. He got that one right.
This is C.C. Johnson making 44. A move to the basket, and she's pushing off as she tried to move inside.
44, that's her third.
Yep. They have Annabeth Black with 3 and C.C. Johnson with 3.
Team second, so each one's got 2 fouls in the third there. I liked how Brian went and defended his team there, and you do it in the right manner, and you'd be surprised how many times that next whistle happens to go for you. And I know for a fact.
Tony called high school basketball for 25-some-odd years. Lady Cats working against the full court pressure. They do a great job of getting across the midcourt line. Now it's Cody Rowland going to Riley Ivory. Now Cammie Shack, top of the key, back to Ivory.
I want Cammie to get more aggressive at the top of the key and get ready and shoot a 3.
Ivory near side. Driving into the paint, has the ball taken away. Back down the floor go the Hooks Lady Hornets. And a whistle and a personal foul.
Cammie's going to be there. She had her hand on her back. I think that was, they didn't like it, but that was legit.
So that's her third.
Yep, so we got to be careful there. I think she was just feeling her out, but it looks that way at the very least.
24-19, Sulphur Springs leads by 5. 2:46 to go third quarter. Inbounds play on the baseline. And here's a three-point attempt by Hooks off the iron, and a foul called inside.
Looks like maybe
Rainey Johnson. Her first. That's amazing, as aggressive as she is. She just has 1 foul.
Yep. Third team foul.
I see 4. Yeah, 4. Inbounds play on the baseline for Hooks.
There we go.
Riley Ivory. Ivory, the freshman, knocked it out of bounds. They'll have to inbound over on the far side. Hooks moving left to right. Inbounds play. In the corner they go. Here's the three-pointer on the way. Good. And is there a foul?
Yes, Cody Rowland's going to get called for it. And that's going to be a made 3 and a chance for a 4-point play.
Diana Hernandez with her first points of the night. A three-pointer from the corner.
That's 3 fouls on Rowland. Number 5 with the 3 and a free throw.
24-22. Sulphur Springs leads by 2. She makes the free throw.
4-point play, very rare anywhere, but especially in ladies basketball.
24-23. The lead is 1 for Sulphur Springs. They led by as many as 11 twice in the first half.
Cody's got to stay under control. She's twisting and twirling, and we need good play all the way down.
Ball was knocked out of bounds by Hooks. Lady Cats will inbound on the far side at midcourt. Rainey Johnson gets it into Cody Rowland. Rowland walks it across the midcourt line, but guarded closely around a pick by Rainey Johnson. Now to Kaylee Carter, and Carter tries to force it inside there to Rainey Johnson, but it's taken away by Cody Rowland, and the Lady Cats have it back. Rowland with a three-point attempt. Go!
There we go.
Cody Rowland.
There we go. That's the way to answer a mistake. And yes, we got the turnover here. There we go.
27-23, Sulphur Springs. The Lady Cats cause them to give up the ball coming back up the floor.
I think we might have got a break there because I kind of thought Ivory's the one that touched it, but I'm going to take it because they might have owe us one.
Rainey Johnson, the junior, will inbound right in front of us here. 27-23.
Keeping a little bit of a 4-point gap. We need to get that up there and get a little more comfortable.
Cody Rowland working the ball for Sulphur Springs. Left-hand dribble and lost her balance
Number 3,
there.
that's her 4th foul in, I believe.
But she is fouled by Addie O'Neill. I have her with 3.
3 fouls. I was hopeful.
O'Neill, who had 10 points in the first half. 3 3-pointers.
3rd team foul. Lady Cats out inbound off the side.
Cody Rowland, left-hand dribble to Ivory. Way back outside to Rainey Johnson. A minute 37 to go, third quarter. To Aaliyah Cheatham over on the far side in the corner.
Spreading
Back to
out
Cody
the floor
Rowland.
a little bit.
Yeah, Cody Rowland knifing inside, and was she fouled? Got a shot up that was
44.
no good.
Shooting foul, so 44, that's her fourth as I see it.
CeCe Johnson, she's a big sophomore.
And Cody's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. We need these now. You got a 4-point game fixing to be in the fourth quarter. You got to take charge, knock these free throws down. That's why they're called free throws.
Cody Rowland with 12 points in the game and misses the first shot.
Cody can't shoot while she's still. She needs to be running.
There's something to that. There's something to that.
I'd like to put a pedometer on her for a game and see what she ends up with.
That motor's running all the time.
It is.
Second shot.
There it is.
Is good. Perfect rotation there.
Yep. 1 out of 2. 28 points.
28 to 23. 5-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Pressure in the backcourt. Hooks finally gets it across the midcourt line. Long pass down the floor, and they find D.D. Johnson wide open under the basket for the banker. 28 to 25, a 3-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Just over a minute to go, third quarter. Cody Rowland on the dribble. Back outside to Aaliyah Cheatham.
We're going to try to work it down for one shot, going to some of the old North Carolina four corner.
All right, Cody Rowland on the dribble. To Ivory in the corner on the near side, to Rainey Johnson, to Aaliyah Cheatham. Out in the corner over on the far side near midcourt, Cody Rowland. Rowland makes a move inside.
Oh, he called traveling on her, and she never quit dribbling. I don't see that one, but it's going to be Lady Hornet ball.
Put up a shot that fell, but the traveling call came first.
Unless she hung it on her hip, and I couldn't see it from that side because she never quit dribbling. But we'll go with it. 28
to 25, Sulphur Springs. 38 seconds to go, third quarter, and the ball taken away by Kaylee Carter for Sulphur Springs, but taken back by Hooks. Annabeth Black got it back. Still working in the backcourt here, and knocked away by Kaylee Carter. Loose ball on the floor. They're scrapping for the ball, and it's going to be a foul, I guess, against Kaylee Carter.
That's her second, but that's going to put them shooting.
Yep. They go to the bonus, but with only 23 seconds to go in the quarter.
We've done that twice. And number 3 is going to be O'Neal. She's going to get 2 shots.
She is a dead shooter. Dead-eye shooter.
Yep, she's far and away their scorer.
10 points in the first half. She has not scored in the third quarter, and she misses the free throw here. I'm surprised.
We'll take it. Yep, she was 1 out of 2 in the first half. Maybe she's just going to stick with that 50%.
She had 3 trays in the first half. 28 to 25, Sulphur Springs. 23 seconds showing on the clock in the third quarter. O'Neal, second shot, misses that one. And Rainey Johnson gets the rebound for Sulphur Springs.
Big
back down
baseball
the floor.
pass down. Look at here.
There's Kaylee Carter with a three-pointer. Mercy. And that was an NBA 3, just about.
It was.
31-25, Sulphur Springs.
All right.
Back down the floor.
I think Rainey's going to get that one.
Breaking inside there was D.D. Johnson.
That's her second personal.
And so
55 going to the line for 2.
She'll be shooting 2 shots. She has not, she has 2 points in the game.
That pass from Rainey, I think the boys baseball coach ought to be looking at her maybe as a pitcher. She threw that ball and whipped it, and Kaylee just stood there and threw it down. 1 out of 2.
Johnson makes the second shot. 31 to 26, a 5-point lead for Sulphur Springs. 3 seconds showing on the clock. Tony, what's the call here?
We got a call on number 1, Rowland. That's her 4th with 3.7. That's we got to work that. Or maybe not.
Lady Cats were inbounding, I thought. Now, maybe I thought she'd stepped on the baseline or something. 1 second, and ball taken away at the buzzer there by Kaylee Carter. So I don't think that was a foul.
I'm going to take that foul off with her, but I kept seeing him throw up that hand. That would have been critical.
31-26, Sulphur Springs, a 5-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Alliance Bank, and the University Interscholastic League. 31-26, Sulphur Springs leads. Sulphur Springs number 23 in Class 4A, and Hooks number 12 in Class 3A.
It's going to be the Lady Cats ball out. We need to get good possessions all during that fourth quarter. This is going to be critical. Hooks is not going to turn over or lay down for us.
Rainey Johnson inbounds to Cody Rowland. Rowland very deliberately working it across the midcourt line. Kaylee Carter for a long three, just barely brushes the net there.
Yeah, she didn't set up good on that one.
D.D. Johnson takes the rebound for Hooks, and now they throw it away.
Yeah, that's a break there for the Lady Cats.
Ball thrown away over the baseline. It goes back to Sulphur Springs. Rainey Johnson into Cody Rowland to Cammie Shack, and now here's a takeaway for Hooks by Clark. And Clark traveling, that's what I thought. Shuffled her feet, making a move to the basket, and she got up a runner from 12 feet that went in, but she was moving her feet.
This is where everybody's excited. We got to calm down, take care of the basketball.
Zone press in the backcourt for Hooks. Lady Cats get it across with Rainey Johnson on a pass from Cammie Shack. Rainey Johnson, high post to Cammie Shack. Double dribble.
Yep, she did.
Lost the control of the basketball and then picked it back up.
But she'd taken one dribble first.
31-26, Sulphur Springs up by 5. 7:23 to go.
That's 3 straight turnovers on possessions, 2 by us and 1 by Hooks.
Lady Cats try to work a trap near midcourt on the Lady Hornets coming back up the floor. Now we have a whistle, and what's the call here?
I don't know. It's on number 5. Ball in here. That's going to be on Kyra.
Yep, that's her
first. Are they calling that?
If that's the case. We have that as the first foul against Kyra Carter for Sulphur Springs.
They hadn't put it back up on the screen, so I'm not sure.
And there's O'Neal with a long three-pointer, no good, but the offensive board won by Hooks. And they keep working the basketball in the front court. Lady Cats in a zone defense here. And a missed shot is rebounded by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs to Cody Rowland on the run. Rowland into the paint, and a collision, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Cody Rowland.
That's number 4. That's obvious there. You can't do that. She ducked her shoulder and went in. So they've got 1 on the board there. I don't think they end up calling anything on Kyrie. I don't know what's going on.
Cody is now shaking hands with players and coaches for Hooks, so she fouled out. And we've got her with 4, but did we miss?
That's big.
If that's the case, if she's fouled out, that's very tough. We just had her with 4. There's a collision near midcourt, but no call as Rainey Johnson and C.C. Johnson collided. 31-26, Sulphur Springs. Hooks in the front court. Here's a shot for 3, and it is good.
Number 2.
That is Annabeth Black. 31-29, Lady Cats lead by 2. With Cody Rowland apparently having fouled out. Rainey Johnson in the corner on the near side on the pass from Cammie Shack. Back to Shack. Shack for 3. No good. Rebound, Rainey Johnson. And a great pass by Johnson. Underneath it goes to Riley Ivory, and there's a foul call.
Foul on 44. That's going to be her 5th if I've got it right. Yep, I think they're fixing to pull her out, so she's out, but they can a whole lot more stand her being out. Well, they're not pulling.
She's still standing there by the free throw line. Here is Riley Ivory. Now she's leaving.
Okay.
Not sure why there was some hesitation there. And the first free throw by Riley Ivory was no good. The freshman misses the second shot at the rebound. Aaliyah Cheatham, however. Here is Kaylee Carter for three. Bounces off the front iron, no good. And a loose ball on the floor is
jump
taken
ball.
by Hooks.
Great job by Ivory.
But Ivory ties her up.
It's still going to be Hooks' ball, but that's just like stealing a possession. It was their ball anyway. Great job.
31-29. Lady Cats lead by 2. 6:05 to go. Sulphur Springs led by 11 in the first half.
Now we got to find somebody for the Lady Cats that's going to take control of the ball since Cody's not there.
Full court pressure in the backcourt for Sulphur Springs, but they beat it.
There we go.
And now it's taken away by Rainey Johnson. Pass across the lane, and Rainey Johnson takes it all the way herself. Cannot get the layup to go down. 2 times on the rim and will not fall.
She's going to get called for the foul. Rainey. It's her third personal and second team.
I had her with 2, but I'm going to go with what you've got, Tony. I probably missed.
Well, they've already got us going, so I don't know for sure.
31-29. Wildcats, Lady Cats lead by 2, and it's taken away in the front court by Cammie Shack. How many turnovers tonight?
Yep.
Produced by the Lady Cat defense.
Rainey brought that one down. I like having the ball in Rainey's hands.
Rainey Johnson, three-pointer air ball, but Aaliyah Cheatham there to take it for Sulphur Springs and keep the possession. Cammie Shack, left
That's
side,
what I've been waiting
three-pointer.
for. That's what I've been waiting for. She had her feet set, and she was ready to receive that pass.
Three-pointer from the left side of the three-point arc, 34-29, 5-point lead for Sulphur Springs.
4:59 left in the game. Good job by Ivory on that baseball pass. Really important time right now. If we can get a stop and another bucket, we can maybe put a little distance between us.
Kind of a lob pass there, and Riley Ivory reached up and batted it out of bounds.
I think Riley Ivory is a young Cody Rowland.
Inbounds play on the baseline, and they're going to throw it away.
There we go. Lady Cats ball. That's a good job there. We got that part of my equation. Now let's come down. Yeah, it's got to go back onto the baseline because nobody touched it, but still our ball. Now we need to take control of it and get a bucket.
The inbounds play was underneath the Hornet basket, but they threw it out of bounds near midcourt. Lady Cats come back up the floor. Cammie Shack out near midcourt. This looks like a zone defense here for Hooks. 34-29. Sulphur Springs leads by 5. Lady Cats patiently working it in the front court. Rainey Johnson on the post.
On the floor. That's going to be on 55.
Rainey Johnson fouled as she made her move to the basket.
55, that's her second. Team second. I've got 2 and 2, but have no clue how we got there. We can't see the numbers good.
Well, we sit on the opposite side from the scorer's table. The official goes to the scorer's table, holds his fingers up. Very hard to see those fingers from here.
There's a travel.
Traveling call against Cammie Shack of the Lady Cats. She's pleading her case there, but to no avail.
That doesn't get called very often. You got time to do stuff, get your feet set. So I think that's a pretty weak call. We needed that possession.
Inbounds play in the backcourt. Ivory goes for the steal but misses. Hooks with the ball, and a 8-foot shot there by Barber is off the iron, no good. Chased out of bounds. Who does it belong to?
It was off of Rainey's leg.
Goes back to Hooks. 4:18 to go. Lady Cats lead 34-29. Inbounds play on the baseline, way outside. Here's a lob down low for Barber, and she is closely guarded by Rainey Johnson. They go back outside now in the corner on the left side, and that ball hits the top of the backboard.
Yep, that's going our way. It must have hit the ring of the
it rolled
railing across there because the top's still in play.
Full court pressure in the backcourt, and Hooks takes it away. Coming back, however, Kaylee Carter makes a great defensive play coming from behind, but she's called for a foul.
Yeah, she's going to get that one. She
probably prevented the basket.
Yeah.
Carter
Third for her and third team foul.
This is
Number
Annabeth Black at the line to shoot 2 shots. First shot hits the front of the iron, no good. Black with 8 points in the game, senior point guard. Second shot, also no good, in and out. Whistles.
May have had a lane violation on her. It's going to be the Lady. Well, lane violation against the Lady Cats, so we get a second. She gets that extra shot.
Sulphur Springs fans letting their opinions be heard across the way. Here's the shot, and this one is good.
So they got a free point out of that one.
4-point lead for Sulphur Springs, 34-30. Lady Cats back down the floor. Cheatham,
there we go.
A great feed from Kaylee Carter. She banks it off the glass for the bucket.
That was tough-nosed basketball right there.
And a great feed by Kaylee Carter to set up Aaliyah Cheatham there, and she was fouled.
I didn't hear or see who the foul was against. It was one of their bigs. I think it was 55.
36-30. Sulphur Springs, and she makes the free throw.
Knock it over and gets that three-point play. That's a good job. That's a great job.
Gives her 4 points in the game. 37-30. It's a 7-point lead for Sulphur Springs with under 4 minutes to go.
There's the stop.
Taken away by Cammie Shack.
There's the stop. Now we bring it down here, take a controlled offensive possession and end up in the score, and we're going to win this ball game.
Sulphur Springs going without their point guard, Cody Rowland, who has fouled out. Rainey Johnson out near midcourt to Cammie Shack. And now for a three-point attempt.
All right, number
Carter.
3 got a foul on a three-pointer.
Shot was no good, but
that's her 4th.
Who did you get the foul on?
Number 3.
Addie O'Neal.
Yep.
O'Neal had 10 points in the first half, but has not scored here in the second half.
Who is this, Kaylee?
This is Kaylee. Shot on the way, good.
This is one of those where we need to make all 3 of them while the clock stopped.
She has 4 points, all in the second half. Shot on the way. Good.
Go.
This was
good form.
Fouled on a 3-point attempt.
This is not the first time she's shot a free throw in practice or anywhere else.
And she makes all 3. Her sister Kyra did that in the first half.
I didn't remember if it was which one it was.
Yeah.
There we go. 10-point lead with basically 3 minutes to go. So if we play smart basketball, we're going to put a W in the column here.
40-30.
Zone all the way now. We got some Aaliyah got one there.
Aaliyah Cheatham got her feet tangled up a little bit there and kind of lost her balance into one of the hooks.
That's her
Lady
third.
Hornets.
That's the Lady Cats' 4th. Each team's got 4. So we're going to have shooting the rest of the time.
Inbounds play on the sideline across the way. Here's a shot in the corner for Hooks. Off the iron, no good. Loose ball on the floor, picked up. And Addie O'Neal going up for the shot in front of the basket. She's knocked to the floor, and apparently the foul will go against Sulphur Springs. Brian Jones wanting a traveling call here.
I think that was called on Cheatham. They're reaching some right now. If it is, that's Cheatham's 4th. And that's the 5th team, so everybody's shooting the rest of the time. That's number 2.
Annabeth
makes the first of
Clark
2.
Makes the first shot here. She has 9 points in the game and makes the second shot. 10 points in the game for her, 40-32. 8-point lead for Sulphur Springs. Timeout. Did I hear Hooks call the time?
I think it's I don't know.
Timeout.
Timeout. I think it's us. Yeah, it's on us.
Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Lady Cats lead at 40-32 over Hooks. Hooks coming in here with a 15-2 record. Lady Cats with a 12-4 record. 2 good high school basketball teams on the floor here tonight This has kind of been a little hully-gully at times,
It
Tony.
gets that way. You got some athletes out there that are trying to do a little too much, and now's the time for Brian Jones to tell everybody to take a chill pill, just kind of take care of things. If we take care of things and be deliberate on offense, we'll run that clock out.
Lady Cats on the road Tuesday night at Caddo Mills. Wildcat boys at home against Maybank, and we'll broadcast that game for you on KSST at 7 p.m. Wildcat boys lost to Brian Rudder today in the Robinson tournament 55-52. But they beat Lake Belton yesterday 63-59.
With what I've seen, we're a little different ball club this year, and it's going to be interesting to see the development of the boys. So Lady Cats out with 2:58.
Rainey Johnson inbounds to Cammie Shack. Zone press in the backcourt.
There we go.
Hooks, it almost was taken away, but Rainey Johnson got it back for Sulphur Springs. Bounce pass down low for Aaliyah Cheatham. And a great play there for Hooks by Channing Barber to knock it over the baseline.
We had a 4-on-1 there if we'd have taken one more dribble.
Riley Ivory inbounds play for Sulphur Springs, and they almost lost it, but Cammie Shack ran it down at midcourt. Lady Cats keep the ball, but now it's taken away by Hooks, stolen by D.D. Johnson. Back down the floor. Johnson attempts the layup shot.
There's
and
Rainey.
Can't get it to go, and Rainey Johnson another rebound for Sulphur Springs. 40-32, Lady Cats, 2:29 to go.
It's very interesting that since Cody Rowland's out, our bigs are out bringing the ball down, and I'm just fine with that.
Cammie Shack and Rainey Johnson. High post now to Aaliyah Cheatham.
Yep, we're going to try to run some clock and get four corners going, and that's great if you stay under control.
Hooks in a man-to-man right now.
Yep.
Out front to Rainey Johnson. Cammie Shack now.
Clock down to 2 minutes.
Right side angle, high post to Aaliyah Cheatham.
This is fine, but the big deal is at the end of this possession, you got to get a decent shot.
No shot clock in high school basketball. Kyra Carter, Kaylee Carter it was. Ball knocked away, but it belongs to Sulphur Springs, but over the baseline.
I like this, using the clock. We're down to 1:43 now.
Riley Ivory, the freshman, will inbound for Sulphur Springs on the baseline. Tall pass out to Cammie Shack. Shack to Rainey Johnson. Johnson out to midcourt. Now to Cammie Shack on the right side. Content to take as much time as possible here. Back to Rainey Johnson. 1:26 to go. Lady Cats lead by 8, 40-32. Cammie Shack around a pick by Rainey Johnson. Back to Johnson.
Everything's outside the three-point line. Nobody but Aaliyah is on the inside the three. Aaliyah's wanting them to go around. She wants a shot. I like this stuff. That's number 3. That's 5.
Whistle and a foul. Who did you have the foul on?
It's on O'Neal, and I've got it that's 5.
That is what I also have.
Yeah, who knows?
At the line for Sulphur Springs, this is Rainey Johnson, and she misses the first shot. I
may be on the wrong side.
No, I think you're right.
No, there it goes.
There she goes.
There she goes. I thought that.
A little loose at times here tonight.
Yeah.
Rainey Johnson.
That's a big plus for the Lady Cats.
Right. That's one of their top scorers leaving the game here. Rainey Johnson has not scored in the game tonight, but I would say she has made as much of a contribution in this game tonight as any player on the floor.
I feel as comfortable with her handling the ball up top as anybody.
And she misses the second shot here.
That's okay. We still got 8 with 1 minute left. All we got to do, not foul. Don't let them score with the clock stopped.
40-32.
And get the rebound.
Get it on the high post to D.D. Johnson. She cannot get her shot to go down.
Great defense. Kaylee got that one. That was 3 girls down there being strong.
Hooks got the ball back, but they missed the shot.
Here we go.
Lady Cats back into the front court with under 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Cammie Shack out near midcourt. Guarding the ball closely. And guarded very closely she is, and she calls timeout.
Yep, that's a good job. She was kind of trapped, and Brian was there with her, but she had called it before he did, I think.
Yeah, I believe she did. Lady Cats 40, Hooks 32.
28.2 left, is that right? Yep.
28 seconds to go in the ball game. And
We're going to win this one.
Sulphur Springs will have the basketball. The Hooks won the JV game, by the way, 32-22 here tonight. The previous game.
Yep, they had some ball handlers from Hooks there that just kind of got ours in a little trouble there.
This is a good Hooks program. They were 29-6 last season, Tony.
Yep.
And they lost to Winsboro in the third round of the state playoffs.
Nothing wrong there.
69-45.
The list is long of who's lost to Winsboro in the third round.
Right. But this is a good Hooks team.
Yes, it is. It's a good test for both teams. The Lady Cats have had to withstand some pretty good surges from Hooks and so forth. But we've got a little height on them, and it's finally coming around. They'll probably start fouling.
Inbounds play.
Yep.
And here's a foul called on Hooks. Lady Cats got it into Riley Ivory and then back to Cammie Shack, and she's fouled. You do not want to foul Cammie Shack.
No, number 5 on the foul, and Cammie's going there. That's pretty well like fouling Dirk Nowitzki.
And who was the foul on?
Up, number 5. So Cammie missed the first one. I put the jinx on her. I'd be willing to say she won't go 0 for 2.
She has 8 points in the ball game. Lady Cat sophomore, and she makes the second shot.
I like
9
the sound
points.
of that sophomore.
41-32, 9-point lead for Sulphur Springs. 20 seconds to go.
So just don't foul. Let them go in. There she was out of control, and Rainey got that one.
Rainey Johnson, another takeaway ahead to Riley Ivory. The layup, and she misses it. 7 seconds to go. Hooks back down the floor. Shot blocked by Cammie Shack on the drive.
There we
come
go.
up the floor, and the buzzer sounds, and the Lady Cats have won this game 41-32 over the Hooks Lady Hornets. But not an easy win by any means for Sulphur Springs. 41-32 is the final, and we'll take another break, come back and wrap this up. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Lady Cats win it 41-32 over the Hooks Lady Hornets. Sulphur Springs led by as many as 11 points in the first half, but I believe Hooks got that lead down to 2 at one point there in the second half, but the Lady Cats extended their lead back out to 10 points, and they win it by 9, 41-32 tonight. So looking at the scoring for Sulphur Springs, I have Cody Rowland with 13 points. She fouled out. And Lady Cats did a great job to maintain their composure and keep the ship afloat and keep the ship
no knock on Cody, but we were more under control. Cody is such an aggressive athlete and has such ability. Sometimes she gets going and she's her own worst enemy, which turns into the team's worst enemy. But we don't want her to stop that aggression. We want her to control it.
That's a good observation. Aaliyah Cheatham had 4 points. Kaylee Carter had 6, all in the second half. Her twin sister, Kyra Carter, had 9, all in the first half. So we had Kyra in the first half and Kaylee in the second half.
We'll take it.
Cammie Shack, the sophomore, had 9 points for Sulphur Springs. As we said, Rainey Johnson did not score, but what a contribution she made.
She may be the most valuable player of the ball game.
Right, on defense and offense, but especially on defense. How many takeaways did she have tonight? How many rebounds did she have tonight? For Hooks, Annabeth Black had 10 points. Their point guard, Diana Hernandez, had 4. Channing Barber had 2. CeCe Johnson had 2. D.D. Johnson, I have with 3. Sometimes my handwriting is a little bit hard to decipher here, but I think it's 3 with.
Who's that?
D.D. Johnson. 3 in the second half.
I've got 3 in the second half,
okay,
and that's it.
That's it, okay. And Addie O'Neill had 10, all in the first half.
Yep. I don't know what happened to her in the second half, but I'm glad she sat for a while because she was hot in the second.
She cooled off there, and we think that she fouled out there later in the game.
Yeah, she did foul out, but that's the one thing that we're out of. I've got the scoring that matches, so what you said was good there, but the foul and so forth is not as hard to keep up with.
So this is a good Lady Cats team. I think we're excited about what we're seeing here, and the competition is going to be strong throughout the season. However, as I look at the state rankings, I'm a little surprised to see North Lamar is not in the rankings.
Yeah, they're usually a pretty good team. I don't know if they just got hit with graduation or whatever, but they got a good program.
But Bonham is ranked 21st, so it may be that Bonham will be the toughest competition when district play comes around.
I'm going to take our team against anybody right now because we've got 2 or 3 different ways we can play the ball game. Like when Cody went out and you had the bigs go out and start handling the ball when you're in the half-court offense, that's huge. And you felt good about it.
So both, Rainey Johnson and Cammie Shack, both around 6 feet tall, handling the ball for Sulphur Springs. Great job. We kind of lost sight of it, and in the first half, a ferocious full-court zone press for Sulphur Springs that had a huge effect on Hooks. They kind of got things together and did a better job of handling it as the game went along, but that was greatly to the Lady Cats' advantage in the first half, that zone press. So Sulphur Springs goes to 13-4 for the season. Hooks will be 15-3. Lady Cats will play at Caddo Mills on Tuesday night. Wildcat boys will play here versus Maybank at 7 o'clock Tuesday night, and we will have the broadcast for you on KSST. Wildcat boys playing at the Robinson Tournament south of Waco over the weekend. They beat Lake Belton yesterday 63-59. They lost to Brian Rudder earlier today 55-52. We'll check on their score from this evening's game and have that for you tomorrow on KSST. So our next broadcast will be Tuesday night, Wildcat boys versus Maybank. We say thank you tonight to our technical director, Matt Jansen, who is also producing the video that you will see later on Channel 18 and YouTube. James Terry is our producer in the KSST studio, and of course the great Tony Flippin adding his insight and wisdom to these broadcasts. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say goodnight from Wildcat Gym after a 41-32 Lady Cat win.